Hello friends, welcome to the Selenium and JUnit training. Today we are going to learn Java variable. So first let me open the Eclipse. First we'll launch the Eclipse. It will ask for the workspace. So as we discussed, workspace is nothing. Workspace is a folder location where Eclipse stores all the Java projects related files and code files, source files, all those. So once you click on this, it will open our work location. So if we physically navigate to the work location, we can see it stores all the metadata files, all the project files, settings, source files. If you open any of the Java code source file, just let me open it, edit it. So you can see this has all the code which we written in the last session. That is in a simple notepad. So whatever you write in Eclipse, that comes in a that stores in a work location as a normal text file. And if you write in a Eclipse, it gives you a platform where it gives you some suggestions. It compiles your code. It checks your code for the error, warning, and all those. You can run and compile your code through Java, and you can manage your code. So today we are going to start with the small programming. Here we want to do we want to create a phone book where we can store our friends' information. So I'll create phone book. So what is the process to create phone book? We have to store name, then we have to store email, then we can store phone number, and we can store age. So with this information, our phone book would be ready. So we would be able to store all the information of our friends in this phone book. So to start with the storing name, email, phone number, we have to just create a class. So I'll just go to source code and I'll right click new class. So in new class you can see it's a public class, and it has public static void main. This is the main class, and name of the class would be phone book. So I'll give in name of the class. Once you finish this, you can see Eclipse has created a skeleton code for us. So we can write our code. What is this double forward slash? So whatever text you want to comment, you can start with a double forward slash. So that is not a part of our test execution. So if you write anything like this is sample code, and you want this should not be part of the code run, test run, so you can make it double forward slash, so it will be treated as a comment. So I'm just deleting this comment. And if you have multiple lines to comment, you can start with the forward slash, then asterisk, then you can end with the asterisk and forward slash, and in between you can write number of comments like. So all comments will be inside this particular thing will be treated as a comment. So we don't want this comment, we can delete this. And we can see what is the skeleton code now. So public is the access modifier. It gives you way to access, like if it's public, it's accessible for everyone. Class is a class, and phone book is a class name. And we have one method with that is public, also static because it does not change, void because it does not return any value, and main because this is main method, and every class has a main method, and the execution start with the main method. and we have one argument, command line argument, string array, that we will learn later. So what we have to do here, I'm just commenting store name forward slash store email forward slash store phone number forward slash store age. So we have to store this information. To store any information we want to, we have process to declare a variable, declare a variable, and again we have to initialize variable, then we can use variable. So we need variable where we can declare the variable and we can initialize that variable. So declaring means we can give any name to the variable. That variable will be declared name and data type, with data type of this variable. And we can initialize variable, like we can give any name, any value to the variable. Use variable, like we can use that variable. So why we require any variable to be declared or initialized, or then only we can use that? Because variable stores some space depending on the data type of the variable in the memory space in advance. So before you use it, it it occupies the particular space depending on the which type of data type, which data type of this variable, and that stores some space in the memory space. Then we can initialize it and we can use it. So suppose you start your system in morning, and if it starts running, it occupies some space, like operating system is occupies some space, your backend operations like backend process, watch, and all those processes take some space. Then it will start. If we run Eclipse, then it takes a lot of memory space and utilize, right? So what happen if we have some space? Just let me open MS Paint. So we have 2 GB of RAM. Someone has 4 GB of RAM. Uh, so 2 GB of RAM is okay. 4 GB RAM of 4 GB RAM is decent, and if is 6 GB or 8 GB, that is very good. So some of the this much of memory space we have in our memory, and there some operating system is running, so it occupies this memory space. There is some programs running Eclipse and all, this occupies this memory space. Suppose you created any variable that occupies this much space, so according to that it works. So suppose there is all the space is eaten out, and there is nothing left, so your system will crash, or your system will be slow, and will not be responding very often. Very good. So like that, if we define any variable, so that occupies, first that occupies some space in the memory space, then it start running, right? So we can store a name. So what we do, we have to just declare a variable. So we can give name of a variable is name. So there are some keywords with Java which we cannot use. So before declaring any variable, we have to ensure that we are using any specific name to the variable, so that we can identify that is a variable. So what is the good practice? We can start it with v. So we should understand that v name is a name variable. So I created v name as a name variable. and again we can initialize it. So I'll give vname equal to software testing concept.com. So we given the name of this variable, and that requires semicolon to terminate this line. So unless you define the semicolon, Java did not understand that this particular statement is ending here. So to terminate the particular statement, we have to give the semicolon at the end. And we declare a variable, but we didn't declare the data type of the variable. So it will give you the error if you put cursor on this, and you can see vname cannot be resolved as a variable. Quick fix: create local variable, create vname, create parameter name, remove assignment. So we have to declare the type of variable. Vname is which type? So we have different data type where in Java. So you can see as a Java data type, we have first primitive and non-primitive. Under primitive, we have Boolean, that is 0, 1, and numeric. In numeric, we have characters and integral. So once we move down in character, we have character, and integral we have two parts: integer and floating points. Under floating points, we have float, double, and in integer we have byte, short, int, and long. So these are the integer type where we can store integer like phone number, age, all those depending on the size. And floating point is has floating and double like 22.00, all those. Boolean it's a 0, 1. And if we go to non-primitive, it has a string and array. So first we will talk about string variable type, and we can define this vname as a string. So our first variable is declared and initialized. So we same like we are going to initialize and declare and initialize the email variable. So first we have to do the define the data type of this variable. So string is a data type, and we email is a variable name, and we are going to give the value. So training at software testing concept.com is a value of the variable. If you want to store the phone number, we can give a string v phone equal to. So if you're declaring the variable, it has to be in a double quotes. So if you don't put double quotes, it will give you error. So what will write at 7 3 4 2 2 3 2 4 10, right? And I terminated the statement, but you can see this is giving error. So once you click type mismatch. So why type mismatch? Because you have initialized this variable as a string, and you are not putting in double quotes. So it is taking as a integer. So once you put it in double quotes, it will take as a string data type. So this is resolved now, and we can initialize the age variable vh, and we can give it a variable name double quotes like 32 and the statement. So we are ready, and our we have declared the variable, we have initialized the variable, and we can use this variable. So to use the variable, what we can do, we can print this variable and we can see what is the value coming. So I'll type syso control space, and I'll type name of the friend is vname, right? So what we type, with given the print statement, and here we are printing name of the friend is vname, where vname is a variable and we have stored this. particular value in the vname. So suppose we are going to save it and we are going to run it. So once we run a Java application, so you can see the name of the friend is vname, right? So here we have to understand one thing. Whatever we are giving in a double quotes in a system.println, it takes as a string. But vname which is here, that is a variable, that is not a string. So that has to be out of this double quotes. So to print a any variable, we have to give plus sign. Plus is an operator. Now we can write in this way. I'll type sys and I can write vname, right? So what is name of the friend is vname. So whatever comes in a double quotes, that treats as a string. So if you put this variable as a under the double quotes, it will be treated as a text. It will be treated as a string, not a variable. So once we're going to save it and we're going to run as a Java application. So you can see name of the friend is softwaretestingconcept.com, right? So like that. Why it has printed in the same line? Because I not given the ln, print ln, right? So it will print in a new line. So I'll just click and go to Java application. So name of the friend is softwaretestingconcept.com, right? So again we have to do what we can do. We can just write here name of the friend is plus v name is a name of the variable, and we can go and comment this line. So what it is doing, it is printing name of the friend is a string, plus is a operator that adds to string. So it adds this left string which is in double quotes and this string which is in a variable vname. So we can run and we can see how this is working. So it says name of the friend is softwaretestingconcept.com, right? So you understand now. So like that we can print other thing. So I'll just let me remove this sys o control space, then we can write email of the friend, email of the friend. Who is the friend? Friend is vname. So I can write vname plus is plus vemail. What we did here, we have email of the as a string, then we have plus sign, plus operator, then we have name of the friend, then we have plus operator, and we have is string, then we have plus operator, and we have email. So what it will do, it will just add all those operators. Operators will be added, and you can see email of the friend is softwaretestingconcept.com is training at the softwaretestingconcept.com, right? So like that we can print sys o age of or phone number plus v phone. So this is the phone number, and we write sys o control space and age of the friend is v age, right? So we define all those, why it is giving errors. V age string v age, okay, it requires plus operator, right? So we can save this, and once you run this you can see name of the friend is softwaretestingconcept.com, email of the friend email of the software testing concept.com is this, phone number is this, and age is this. So our phone book is ready. And what we can do, we can optimize this, and we can create new class. So I'll just go and source code, and I'll go to new class. Here what we do, we can do phone book 1. So once you write phone book 1, it will create a skeleton code again for us. And a skeleton code, I'm just going to remove all these comments, so we can put our own comment. And what we have to do here, we have to do the same thing, right? So the same program, what we how we can write, we can first declare a variable, then again we can initialize a variable, then we can use a variable, right? So if you see here, we have declared a variable, we have initialized a variable in the same line, right? So here what we are going to do, we are going to do declare a variable, right? So we'll declare this variable string vname course string v email, terminate the code, string v phone number. So we are going to create phone number, and string v age, right? So I'll just make it small. So our variable has been created, and we can initialize the variable directly. So to initialize a variable, we can put the variable name here, name equal to right Jack, and v email equal to jack@jill.com, and this is the should be in double quotes. So I can write in a double quotes. And we have v email, we have phone number. So I can write phone number v phone equal to right. I can terminate the string. I can write v age equal to 32, right? So we have initialized this variable, and we can now use this variable. So to use that, I write print statement, and where we can see name of the friend is plus Jack, right? So once you run this program, this will run in a same manner. And oh, what happened? Okay, this is not the variable name. This is wrong mistake we did. So we can write the variable name. Once you can save, and we can run it. So you can say name of the friend is Jack. Jack is not the name of variable. We did mistake in the last run. So name of a variable is vname. So like that we can put the same information for other variables like email, v email, v phone, v age, right? And we can run this. So what we can see, name of the friend is Jack, email of the friend is jack and jill.com, and all this, right? So I'll just make it email. Oh. Email of the friend is this, phone number of the friend is this, and age of the friend is this. So once you run this, it gives you the information. Suppose you want this particular information for different friends. So what we can do, we already initialize or declare the variable, right? So we need not to declare these variable again and again. What we can do, we can give it the different value and we can use this. So what we can do, we can just click on here, and again we can give it the cart cart@gmail.com, and we can change this particular numbers 224 10, and we can change the value here. So what we are doing, we are already declared the variable, already initialized the variable, and we are using the same variable. We are defining it with different name and we are using it. So we can copy this and we can paste it here. So what would be the value? Value of the v card was Jack. V name was Jack in this line 12, and here we change the value of the v name is card 26. So it will have the different value at the different places. So once you run this, you can see name of the friend is this, name of the friend is Jack, email of the friend is jackanddeal.com, phone of the friend is this, age of the friend is this, right? And again we can see name of the friend is cart with the different values. So if you want to store this type of information 10 times or 100 times, what you do, you can copy or paste this information again and again, or the simple way is we can use the loop statement that we are going to learn in a next session. So we can optimize this again, right? So to optimize this, we can declare a variable in a same line, because all these are strings, so we can put all the variable in a same line, right? We can write it here, we can separate it with the comma, and we can use this. So in the same line, we can define the variable string, this variable as a string type in a same line. What happened, age should be in a integer. So we can optimize this, and we are going to define age as a integer, right? So it is giving some error. It is saying duplicate local variable vage, because vage you declared as a string, vage you declared as an integer. So what should I, which should I pick, which should I choose to run? So what we can do, we can delete the age from the string type of variable, and we have defined vage as an integer variable. So what is here? Here it says type mismatch, because vh you define as an integer and you are declaring or you are initializing it in a double quotes as a string, so it is doing the type mismatch. So once you remove the double quotes here, it will be treated as a string, it will be treated as an integer. So once you save this and you can run this, we'll get the same information. Okay, something is missing. V age is equal to this. Okay, we have to declare integer. We have to change double quotes here also. Once we run this, you can see it is giving the same information. Name of the friend is Jack, email of the friend is jackanddeal.com, phone of the friend is this, age of the friend is this, because we declare age as a integer variable. And what happen if we declare vphone as a integer variable? So what we can do, we can just give a comma and we can declare vphone as an integer variable, and we should delete it from string initialization. So once we remove the double quotes for this vphone, it is giving error. What is the error it is giving? It is giving the literal this of type integer is out of range, right? So what is this error? This error comes when we have declared any value which is of integer type and that is having the value greater than integer type value, because in integer we have like 32 we declare as an integer, and in phone we have lot number of digits. So this is bigger than this integer value. So to store this phone number we require a variable of type which is bigger than integer. So we have to declare this as a long. So I'll declare the long variable to phone number. Then what is the problem? The literal out of range. So this is not taking as a long also. Just let me quick fix this. V phone long. So what we can do here, phone main one dot string long v phone. The literal this type out of. Okay. So we are making it as a string itself right now, and we will learn other things in a next session because it's going to be very late for today. So we are going to learn this thing in next session. So we'll make it as a string and we'll run it. So like that we can create different variables of different data types. We'll learn other data types in the next session, so we need not to worry. Till now, for now, this is okay for us. So thanks, friends. You keep on practicing, and if you have any question or doubt, just mail us. We'll reply on the same mail. Okay, thanks.